And batting ninth and playing shortstop.
And welcome everybody live. And welcome everybody live from Athletic Park here on a 47-degree day with overcast skies for one of the matchups of the year that we have for you on Zaleski Sports. It's Coach Ann Molsky and her 10-0 Cardinals headed up here to the Wausau area to take on Cody Britsky and his 10-2 Mosinee Indians. It's Division 4 against Division 2 right here, right now.
And now let's meet the 2000.
Thank you everybody for joining us here today. Braden Sutter joined along. Brendan Retzloff here with you guys. Just about to introduce the lineups here of this game, and we'll take things away to our PA announcer.
Batting second at second base, number 22, Peyton. Hitting third in center field, number 34, Addison Henrik. Batting cleanup in right field, number 7, Maggie Fuller. Batting fifth in left field, number 12, Peyton Allen. Hitting sixth at third base, number 23, Megan Troy. Hitting seventh and catching, number 1, Emily Verheslet. Batting eighth at first base, number 27, Brooklyn Samonis. And batting ninth in the circle, number 18, Ava Bussy. At this time, we ask that you please rise and join us to honor America for those who have defended our freedom at home and abroad with the playing of our national anthem.
Back here after the national anthem, taking a look at both of these teams once again. Pacelli 10-0 this season, coming off of a 14-0 win yesterday against Tri-County. That was a very dominant win from Coach Ann Molsky and her crew. Ava Tess pitching a no-hitter in that one. And 4-0 in conference play in the Central Wisconsin South region, with the team having an batting average of .404 here this season, and their earned run average is even more gaudy than their batting average, a .51 ERA for the team in the Pacelli Cardinals. Ava Bussy is going to be the one in the circle here today for the Indians, and she's got herself quite the resume as well. A 10-2 record here on the season, and issuing 12 walks, 72 strikeouts in 61 innings pitched with a 2.52 earned run average. The Indians 10-2 this season, undefeated in conference play, sitting at the top of the Great Northern Conference. Just about to get things going here. We'll go through the Pacelli batting order. Leading off for the Cardinals would be Maddie Pionik, followed by Ava Tess. Then it's Kaylin Yenter, Amelia Martini batting cleanup. Then in the 5 spot, Kaden Nelson. Batting 6th, Peyton Mansell. Batting 7th, Ella Van Order. 8th is Jaden Zadroik. And in the 9 spot to round out the order is Jenna Hinker. Here we go. Time to play ball at Athletic Park, home of the Wausau Woodchucks. Different type of venue today for softball. First pitch, catching the outer corner from Bossia Struck. Last time these two teams played was actually the last time Pacelli lost a game. Right now they are riding a 20-game winning streak since that game May 9th. Swing and a foul back from the sophomore hitter. Playing at third base here today is Maddie Pionik. We'll go through the outfield and the fielders. This one's hit sharply into left for the first out. Peyton Allen making the play. One down here in the first. Taking a look at the Mosinee defense. Ava Bossi pitching to Emily Verhasselt. Then over at first base is Brooklyn Simonis, followed by Peyton Jerschley at second. Then at third base, Megan Troy and Taylor Jerschley at shortstop. Then it's Allen in left. And then in center field is Addison Henrik. And in right field is Maggie Waller. Ava Tess batting second here for the Cardinals. This one, a little dribbler over to Jerschley. Jerschley, throw to first, is in time for the second out.
Next up, your pitcher.
Probably going to be expecting a lot of defense getting played here today. Pacelli has a lot of great hitters. So does Mosinee. This pitch almost gets away to the backstop. Wouldn't have mattered. It's a ball anyways. 1-0 here to the catcher for Pacelli. This one is popped up very high and out of play. What a venue it is here at Athletic Park, though. Here on this chilly day, it feels like 36 degrees, 12-mile-per-hour winds blowing in from center field. Going to be tough to find anything get past the fence here today. But there are a lot of powerful hitters in these lineups that have that potential. Here's the 1-2. Into the turf. Yenter lays off. Yenter did not have a hit in the game yesterday against Tri-County, trying to turn that around. Another one in the dirt here from Bossi. But this matchup that we're seeing today is the defending two-time state champions against the defending runner-ups from last year. And Yenter draws a walk. Bossi hasn't issued that many walks either in her 12 games that she's appeared. That's the 13th of the season. 2 down with a runner on first, and Yenter was dancing. She goes back to first. And now it's Amelia Martini, whose batting average going into yesterday's game was over 640. And she had a home run yesterday. 5 RBIs in that game. A home run and a double. And she pops this one up. Playable at second for Jerschley for the out. That was Peyton making the catch, and the Cardinals go down through their first 4 hitters as we head to the bottom of the first inning, where we'll see Talon Jerschley, Peyton Jerschley, and Addison Hendrick coming up here on Zaleski Sports.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
And welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the first here coming up on Zaleski Sports. Today's game presented by Backes Family Chiropractic. Backes Family Chiropractic in Rothschild provides personalized chiropractic care no matter what issue your body is battling with, from migraines and anxiety to stress or a wide range of youth issues. Let Backes Family Chiropractic give you back the life you deserve. And now the sunshine's coming out here on this evening game. Talon Jerschley to lead things off. Peyton Mansell in the circle for today. A 6-0 record. First pitch for Mosinee on offense, fouled back. Fastball ripped high, and the wind just caught it. And Van Order, Vio makes the catch. In left. Jerschley was able to get a good piece of it. Almost looked like it might have caught the end of the bat as she got under it a little too much. And now Peyton goes to the plate. A big hack at it. Swing and a miss. When these teams played last year, Mosinee was able to get the best of Pacelli over at Spud Field, which is Pacelli's home. Won that game 9-4. A quick 0-2 count here. Here's the offer from Mansell upstairs, and she got her chasing after one. Another strikeout from one of the best pitchers in the game, Peyton Mansell. First 2 hitters down here in the first for Mosinee. Addison Hendrick now. Pops this one up. It is playable. A tough one to chase down, and Pionic couldn't get to it. Henrik batting .459 this season, a couple of home runs, 22 runs batted in. This lineup all throughout for Mosinee is stacked with hitters. I talked with Coach Britsky in the pregame of this one, asking him how his season was going, and he was very happy with where his team was at. Even though they are coming off of one of those games a couple of weeks ago against Kaukauna, where they got pitched a perfect game against, but he said that the iron sharpens iron, and we were glad to have that type of game because the following game they won 34-0. Here's the 1-2. This is a base hit into left field. And she's going to go to throw to second. Was bobbled by Tess.
Single E7.
And Henrik is into second base.
You get that? Single
Next
E7.
up, number 7.
Going to get a throwing error here. Actually, could have been before the throw as the error on Van Order. Runner in scoring position now for Maggie Waller, who paid big dividends. This one popped up right over the booth.
Me too.
Waller had a big day last year against this Pacelli team. Was undoubtedly the MVP of that game. .378 batting average for her with a few home runs here on the season. 0-1. Popped up and Pionic's calling it off. And that is the third out of the inning. So both teams go through 4 batters in the first as we head to inning number 2, scoreless here at Athletic Park. You're watching girls high school softball action here on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Whether you're just beginning your educational journey or seeking a new opportunity, we're here for you. At North Central Technical College, we have...
And welcome back to Athletic Park, everybody. Second inning about to get underway. First pitch from Bussy, catching the inside corner of the plate. A nice one there from Bussy for a strike. Second pitch, setting up way outside. Today's game brought to you by Varney Brothers Kitchen and Bath. From full bathrooms to kitchen remodels and new construction, Varney Brothers Kitchen and Bath is your local builder specializing in the 2 most important rooms in your home. Start your path to a beautiful new bathroom or kitchen with Varney Brothers Kitchen and Bath. Here's the 1-2 on the lefty. Here comes from Bussy. Half swing. Foul.
If you happen to have a foul ball,
And now the sunshine fading away here on these overcast skies and cloudy type of day. It did rain a little bit here earlier in the day, but it really checked off. And a 1-2 gets chased. And Bussy has her first K. Both strikeouts we have seen today have been from the high heat.
number 13, Peyton Mansell.
And the heat coming above the letters. Now it's the pitcher against pitcher matchup. Mansell, first swing, fouled it back into the concourse. Oh, 1. Bussy stumbles off the mound. And we're going to have a timeout.
They're called illegal pitches. Oh, okay. The penalty is a ball. Okay. Or you can take the play. Okay. So they don't stop it. Okay. They just yell illegal pitch.
That's going to be one of the main things to look at here in this game with playing on a baseball field
There goes Will Johnson.
that has real grass and dirt all around. But with that being covered here by this turf, you could see some weird things happen. Mansell lifts one into right center, and it's going to drop for a hit. Didn't put too much underneath it. Kind of hit a slice off the end of the bat. And was able to drop in time, and she'll get a courtesy runner.
Next up, left fielder number 33, Ella Van Order.
25, Ella Tess running it first.
Ella Tess is in to courtesy run for the pitcher. And now it's EVO going to the plate. A long break here between these pitches. Here we go now. Inside for a ball. Van Order had a couple of base hits in that game yesterday against Tri-County. Nice pitch from Bussy in their first strike. Haven't seen much off speed here from Ava yet today. Really likes to stick with that fast pitch. This one popped up in the infield. Bussy will take it. She kind of made that one a challenging catch. Nonetheless, she made the play.
Next up, center fielder number 3.
I think either way, if that ball was caught or dropped, there was going to be an out, and a runner would be at first base. Now it's Jaden Zdroik. Takes one in there for a strike.
She's constantly hitting 58.
Pacelli, a team that's very aggressive running the bases. We'll see if they try anything here, and a diving attempt over and right. Gets by Wooler, and Tess goes around third, and now they drop it. We're going to have a play at the plate. It gets away, and Pacelli scores the first run here of the game. A series of mistakes by the Indians. Zdroik with
Single and
an
an E.
RBI base hit.
Next up for Pacelli, shortstop.
We'll see if they actually give the RBI to her.
RBI.
There was chaos all around here on the field. Waller going for that diving catch. Kind of hesitated. And once again, it was at that point of the grass where it's the edge of the grass and the turf. So you'd have to think if that kind of messed her up a little bit. But then the throw into home plate was just wild. And Bossy wasn't able to get to it. And then it was Verhassel behind the plate that couldn't make the catch. And this one popped up here by Hinker to end the inning. But the Cardinals do strike the board first. Jaden Zdroik with a single, and Ella Tess able to take advantage of the mistakes of the Mosinee defense. It's a 1-0 game. You're watching Girls High School Softball here on Zaleski Sports.
Whether you're just beginning your educational journey or seeking a new opportunity, we're here for you. At North Central Technical College, we have unique partnerships with 4-year colleges that allow you to transfer seamlessly to and from our campus, saving you time and money. With hundreds of transfer options available, the path to a bachelor's degree and a great paying career are just a step away. North Central Technical College. Start here, go anywhere.
Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the second. It's a 1-0 game. Pacelli with the lead here on Zaleski Sports. Today's game presented by Infinity Exteriors. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last. Saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors, we guarantee quality that you can trust. Peyton Allen here to lead things off for Mosinee. It's the 5, 6, 7 hitters in the inning, batting .387 here on the year's Peyton. Taking a look at Pacelli on defense. Mansell pitching to Yenter over at first base is Amelia Martini. Playing at second is Ava Tess. Over at third base, Maddie Pionic. Then Jenna Hinker at shortstop. And from left to right field, Ella Van Order. In center field, Jaden Zadroik. And in right field, Kaden Nelson. Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Down goes Allen. Second strikeout here today for Peyton Mansell. And just to go over how dominant Peyton Mansell has been here in the circle this season in her 6 appearances and 33 innings pitched. She has only allowed 3 hits going into this game. 1 run, and it wasn't even an earned run. And 70 strikeouts. Some gaudy numbers. He's pitching inside to Megan Troy.
She's a junior, right?
Here's the 1-1. Fastball. Solid contact. Center field. Zadroik. She's got it. These Mosinee hitters, they've been making some pretty decent contact on these pitches from Mansell, but they just haven't found the gaps. It is only the 2nd inning, though.
The air goes to the catcher from that play she just
And we could have another 1, 2, 3. And Nelson can't make the play, as she called it off over Tess, and it's going to be an E9. As for Hassel, it's able to reach on the error, and there will be a courtesy runner for her.
Courtesy runner 2, Evie Camero.
What did you say, Greg?
Number 2, Evie Jamrose.
Abby Jamrose in to a courtesy run for Emily Verhassel, and you'd have to think it's only because she's the catcher with the 2 outs. I want to get some of that gear on just in case. And with 2 down here, Mosinee has a runner at first for Brooklyn Simonis in the 8 spot. And it's very likely Mansell's going to go nothing but fast pitches here. This one popped up right off the roofing. Here comes the 1-1, a drive. Sent into foul territory on the left-hand side. Just a little early on the swing. Otherwise, she had that pitch down. Here's the 1-2. We'll see how she fares off behind the plate here. Inside, runner goes, throw to second, gets into the outfield. And Jamrose reaches. And now she's in scoring position. Rare to see throw from Yenter like that. Fall that short of the bag. Yenter gunned down a few runners in yesterday's game. And they weren't even close. Here's the 2-2. Outside. Now we'll see what Jamrose does at second with a full count. Simonis fighting a good battle here. Here he comes. 3-2. And a swing and a miss. Mansell gets her third strikeout here today. 2 in the second inning. And once again, it's another scoreless inning for the Indians as Pacelli has the top of the order. Coming right up for the third inning. We'll be back with more girls softball action here on Zaleski Sports.
Bauer & Fine has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
And welcome back, everybody. Brendan Retzloff here with you guys. Braden Sutter alongside doing our production work. And why not give a shout out to Braden Bullis here, too, who is sitting right next to us here in the press box here at Athletic Park. Pacelli is back to the top of their lineup with Maddie Pionic, who flew out to left field her first time up. Takes a strike. Well-played ball game thus far. We have seen a couple of errors. After this foul now, the sophomore hitter is down to 0-2. Watches this one outside. Pionic has been known to be a hero in situations for Pacelli. She pops this one up. See if they can get to it right in front of the dugout. They make the play with Megan Troy.
Next up, number 20, Ava Tess.
Those plays are never easy, especially with the wind blowing as it is and right towards your opposing dugout. Ava Tess now cuts one back. But the runs that both of these teams made last year, those were incredible stories of late swing and a miss. Mosinee State semifinal game, one of the games of the year in softball, and Pacelli State championship game. They could argue that was one of the games of the year as well. Here's the 1-2 to Tess. Just got a piece of it. Today's game presented by Culligan. Culligan Water specializes in all your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. 1-2. A liner into left for a base hit for Tess. That was a bullet off the bat, and Troy was almost able to get a glove on it.
Coming up to the plate, number 7.
Tess reaches, though, and now it's Kaylin Yenter who steps up to the plate. entering today's game. 414 batting average. And a few home runs on the season. Fastball upstairs. Good hitters count now for number 7. Here with one down. Little chopper over to Troy. Throw to first. He's on the mark. That advances the base runner. Test to second.
Now up to the plate, first baseman, number 18, Amelia Martini.
So far, Troy responsible for both of the outs here in the inning. Now it's the hot hand Amelia Martini, who flew out to second base her last time up. Down 0-1 here. Here comes from Bus. 1-1. Liner up the middle, and that was a bullet. We might have a play at the plate. Throw to home on the money, and she is going down. Henrik with a beautiful throw to home plate. Over to Verhassel. And Mosinee saves another run on the board. That was a stripe from Amelia Martini, but she hit it too hard. As we head to the bottom of the third inning, where we'll have the pitcher, Bussy, coming up, and back to the top of the order for the Indians. You're watching Girls High School Softball on Zaleski Sports.
In every department at Doll Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Doll Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Doll Auto, simple.
And welcome back to Athletic Park, everybody. Today's game presented by Stevens Point Orthopedics, who proudly are providing the Central Wisconsin community with orthopedic, sports medicine, spine, and physical therapy services. Stevens Point Orthopedics, world-class treatment, hometown care. What a play that was to end the last inning from Addison Henrik in center field off of what was a stripe from Amelia Martini. Fielded it perfectly, especially off of this turf. You never know what type of hops it could take. But it was such a clean field, and the throw to Verhassel was right on the money to keep this game 1-0. Bussy drives one way out of play, but that ball was destroyed. Bussy batting .250 on the year. She does not have a home run. She was looking for one there. Here's the 1-2. And a swing and a miss.
She didn't know that was a strike 3.
4 strikeouts today here from Peyton Mansell. Just continues to look like an all-star out there. Taylor Jerschley now.
Best on best.
This is a battle of the bests right here. This type of lineup in Mosinee. Taylor Jerschley batting .564. 6 home runs with 30 runs batted in on the year. To have over 30 runs batted in is crazy. A drive into center. Zadroik at the wall. Makes the catch. She was chasing after 7. Just got underneath it. And if the wind wasn't blowing in from center field towards home plate, that ball would have been out of here. But 2 up, 2 down now for Peyton Jerschley, who's batting .619 this season. Talk about a scary lineup to face as any pitcher with those out of this world batting averages. 0-2. And now Mansell can try to do a setup pitch here on Jerschley. She did strike out back in the first. Mosinee only with 1 hit, goes off speed. Ground ball to Tess, throw to first in time. A little bobble from Tess, but she was able to gather and get the throw to Martini for the out. And 1, 2, 3 go the hitters for Mosinee here in the third. Headed to the 4th inning, we got the 5 through 7 in the lineup for Pacelli coming up here on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
And welcome back, everybody, here at Athletic Park. Today's game on Zaleski Sports is presented by Nicolay Bank. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. First pitch swinging here. Just into the seats. We'll go over that again. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. Locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Kobe, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or learn more at nicolaybank.com. These girls want to play. I mean, that was a very quick in-between innings here. Really great ball game going on here at the home of the Wausau Woodchucks Athletic Park.
And Ignite softball team.
And the Ignite softball team. Here's the 1-1. Down in the turf. 4 hits today for Pacelli, a couple of errors, 1 run. Only 1 hit here for Mosinee thus far, and an error. Nelson laying off a few pitches outside here from Bussey. Here's the 3-1. This one just outside. Might have been a little high as well. And she'll draw the walk.
Number 13, Peyton Mansell.
And this is Pacelli's first leadoff base runner of the game. For Peyton Mansell, who got that second inning going for the Cardinals with the run. She sends a drive into right, and the wind kind of just shot it down. Waller makes the play. 1 down. It sounded like she got really good contact off of the bat. It just didn't really fly well. Here's Van Order. Takes a ball downstairs. It looked like Nelson in the last at-bat was going to take off for a hit and run off the bat of Mansell, but she had to go back. Now it's 1-1. Van Order lays off. Ella flew out to Bussy her last time up. Here's the 2-1. She was thinking about swinging after it, but she held back. And now it's 3-1. Here it comes. Up towards second. Double play ball. Jershly over to first. It's a 4-6-3 double play to end the inning here in the fourth for the Pacelli batters, as we will get Henrik, Waller, and Allen coming up in the bottom half of the inning. It's a 1-0 ball game. You're watching girls high school softball here on Zaleski Sports.
For more than 30 years, Seifert Electric has been providing electrical and thermal imaging for residential, commercial, and industrial customers. This family-owned and operated company knows the importance of communication between the electrician and their customers, with a focus towards efficient and quality service. From simple electrical needs, like light fixtures and circuit adjustments, to wiring new construction building sites, you can put your trust in Seifert Electric. Serving all of central and northern Wisconsin, look to Seifert Electric for all your electrical and thermal imaging needs.
Welcome back, everybody. Today's game is brought to you by Lee's Piggly Wiggly and Mosinee Family Chiropractic. Thank you to these wonderful local Mosinee favorites for bringing us today's game. Braden Sutter, Brendan Retzloff here with you guys, and Braden Bullis also next to us. We got the Triple B going on.
I'm not going to be a fan anymore.
Not quite Triple D like Guy Fieri's show, but we got Triple B out here.
I wouldn't be surprised.
The off-brand version. Says Braden. This pitch in there from Mansell. She is having a heck of a year pitching so far. Pacelli riding a 20-game winning streak dating back to May 9th. And the last loss was to this team that they are pitching against right now.
A tackle at NC State. Okay, whatever. What we do.
Taking her time in the circle. Here's the 1-1 to Allen. A drive sent way out of play. But they are sitting on those pitches really well. Or this was Henrik. Henrik making the beautiful defensive play back in the third. Trying to copycat that with her offense with the bat now. 1-2. Cold strike 3. Got her on the outside heat. Fifth strikeout here this evening for Peyton Mansell. A lot of these teams, too, or both of them, used to playing mid-afternoon games. Today with the first pitch starting at 7 o'clock.
Don't clap.
Maggie Waller, who flew out to third her last time up for her second plate appearance. Lays off on the outside fast pitch. Here comes from the righty. A bullet up the middle. It'll bounce in there for a base hit. From the gone a 63 mile per hour pitch from Peyton Mansell. Mansell, a hard throwing righty. Waller was able to keep up with the heat being delivered. Now it brings on Peyton Allen. Here with one down. This one upstairs. It just gives no time for the hitters to react to it with how close the pitcher is in the circle to home plate.
You just have to know it's coming and hope you put the bat in the right spot.
It's essentially a guessing game. Allen takes one outside, but it did catch the zone. That hit from Waller was the second hit of the ballgame for the Indians. A high fastball, just no chance to catch up. That is an impossible pitch to hit. It takes the best of the best to make that type of adjustment with your arms. Here he comes. Inside, a called strike 3. Number 6. Allen, a little bit of frustration. 2 strikeouts here in the inning for Peyton Mansell. Troy got a piece of it, sent it back. Oh, 1. Another swing and a miss. Oh, and 2 now. Waller staying put at first base here. Here he comes from number 13. This one sent out of play. Mosinee still hanging in the battle. It's only a 1-0 game here in the 4th. Made a couple of big stops. Mansell, though, she just throws it so hard. And with consistency, too. Coach Ann Molsky gives her tons of praise for it. Here's the 1-2. Just got it in there. Color Picasso. A called strike 3. Strikeout number 6. And all 3 strikeouts in the inning were looking for the hitters. Just nothing to do for Henrik and Allen and Troy. As we head to the 5th inning, it's a 1-0 game here at Athletic Park. We'll be back with more girls high school softball here on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
And welcome back, everybody. Just about to get inning number 5 underway as the sun is pretty much set as we round to the 8 o'clock hour. Here in Central Time, today's game presented by Mutual of Wausau. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. 1 up, 1 down. The Zadroik flies out to right field. And now here's Jenna Hinker. Second pitch. Popped up. Same result. 2 down. We could see a 3-pitch inning. That would be something. Back to the top of the order now for the Cardinals with Maddie Pionic. Has flown out in both of her appearances today. Bus. Nice pitch in there. Kind of turned it. It started at the center and caught the edge of the plate. One of her best looking pitches today. 0-1. Chasing after a high pitch. Just got a piece of it was Pionic. So we'll cancel out that 1-2-3 pitch inning, and I think that foul ball caught a piece of Verhasselt on her right hand. As Coach Britsky went to check in on her for a few moments. She's all right. Oh, 2. Bossy trying to get her first 1-2-3 inning. Here it comes.
Just a bit outside.
Just a wee bit outside. Try the 1-2. This time it caught a piece of it, and Pionic finds the gap. And it gets by the hand of Henrik, and Pionic is into second with a 2-out double. Henrik was trying to catch up with it and cut it off, but she could cut it, but she wasn't able to get the whole piece of it. Now Tess has an RBI opportunity. Had a base hit back in the third. And then she got gunned down by the center fielder in Henrik. 1-0 here. Little blooper over into the first base dugout area. One and one. Drop the pitch. The throw to third. Diving in there's Pionic. With authority. She did not hesitate once Verhasselt lost the hold of it. And Pionic is now closer at third. Almost got away from her again. Good save behind the plate by Emily. That might have saved a run. 3-1 here to Tess. She pops it back. Good battle brewing here between Tess and Bossy. Here in the fifth. Oh, in a 1-0 game. Here it comes from Bossy. Just got a piece of it. Good battle. Tess has been incredible playing at second base this year. Trying to turn it around with the bat. Pops it up. This should end the inning, and it does. Jershely's got it for the third out, and Pacelli leaves another base runner stranded in scoring position as we head to the bottom of the fifth. It's a 1-0 ball game. You're watching girls high school softball action here on Zaleski Sports.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no-obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Back here at Athletic Park, everybody. Brendan Retzloff joined by Braden Sutter and Braden Bullis here spectating along with us, bottom of the 5th, coming up with Emily Verhassel, then it's Brooklyn Simonis and Ava Bussey. It's the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Indians today's game, presented by John's Auto Repair. For your auto repair needs, Mosinee and Rothschild. Turn to John's Auto Repair just off Business 51 north of Mosinee. Auto repair you can trust and have it done right and get you on your way. John's Auto Repair. Verhassel reached on the E9. Back in the 2nd. Takes a strike. Some cotton candy skies going on. As the great Vin Scully would say, cotton candy skies. Someone popped up into the back. Just by the booth over here. Seems like the wind is dying down a little more too. Here's the 0-2 from Mansell. Upstairs. Mosinee only with the 2 hits, but what a great crowd turnout we also got here on this chilly day, and Mansell goes slipping. That's the 2nd time we have seen that happen today. First time from her. The other time from Bussey. As the infield goes to check in on her. And Coach Mo goes out there as well to see if she's all right. Just a question asking her if she's good, and she gave the thumbs up. From 0-2 to 2-2. Here on Verhassel. Here it comes. Just upstairs. 3-2 now. And when a moment like that happens to a pitcher, you got to get that out of your head right away. Here it is. Ground ball. Pionic fields it. A little bobble. Got it back and recovered. A nice recovery from the sophomore third baseman.
Now batting number 27, Brooklyn Simonis.
Those 2 hoppers over to any base pad, that's going to be a tough one to gather up and handle, but Pionic did a nice job of taking her time on the play. Simonis takes a strike. Brooklyn struck out her last time up. 7 strikeouts today for Peyton Mansell against this really good hitting Mosinee club. Yeah, that sky right now is definitely looking like a Bob Ross painting.
Yeah.
Get some nice foliage on the camera there with some happy little trees in the background. Just behind the beautiful setting here of Athletic Park. Mansell has an 0-2 here on Simonis. Delivers it. Once again, Pionic gathers it. Nicely done again. Back to back. Tough defensive plays made by Maddie Pionic. And as a Pacelli fan, you go back to the state championship game against Oakfield where Pionic made a diving catch in foul territory in the late goings of that game. That really boosted Pacelli's momentum to allow Mansell to close it down. 2 up, 2 down here for the pitcher against pitcher matchup in Ava Bussey. Bussey getting ahead here in the count at 2-0. Fastball right off the end of the bat. Pionic gets all 3 outs. 5-3 all the way around here in the bottom of the 5th as the 7, 8, 9 hitters are retired. And now we go to the 6th inning where Pacelli's got their 3, 4, 5 batters coming up here on Zaleski Sports.
Selling your car to Doll Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Doll Auto. Simple.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
And we welcome everybody back here to Athletic Park. Today's game presented by Seifert Electric. Seifert Electric services in Mosinee and Wausau areas with the best in residential, commercial, and industrial electrical services. From simple jobs to new construction and thermal imaging projects to identify electrical problems. For all your electrical needs, look to Seifert Electric. Yenter to lead things off for the Cards here in the 6th inning. It's been a nicely played ball game thus far. Yenter sends a drive deep center field at the wall. Henrik can't make the catch. It might have gone off of her glove, and this ball is gone. Kaylin Yenter has her 4th of the year. It's 2-0. And now you got to make sure if Henrik's all right, they're trying to make the play in center. Kaylin Yenter underestimated. Probably a lot of us folks watching this game, especially with these winds blowing in from center field. Just hit one out of here. That ball was struck well. And now Bussy has another powerful hitter to deal with. Was 5 home runs for the team this season, Amelia Martini. 31 runs batted in going into yesterday's game. This one's popped up. Bussy, instead it will be Jershly. The shortstop makes the catch for out number 1.
Next up, number 14, Kaden Nelson.
But what a big hit that was for Kaylin Yenter. She didn't have a hit in yesterday's game against Tri-County. So for her to bounce back with a home run against a great pitcher in Ava Bussy, that was quite something. Hitless earlier in this game too. Braden ends up pointing out it's been a very well played ball game. Other than that, this one's popped up into left. That is deep left. And the catch was made by Allen for out number 2.
Next up, number 13, Peyton Menzel.
The visual of this field just looks so interesting because you see the dirt, if you will, that goes well into the outfield. So it almost looks like that's the entire infield. There from when the dirt ends, and the outfield only looks like it's 30 feet long. Mansell takes a ball outside. If Henrik was able to make that catch, though, in center field, that would have been one of the plays of the year for Mosinee. High strike in there. 2-1 the count to Mansell, who has been pitching a gem. Mansell lines one to Jershly. Wrong player to send it out to, and it's a 6-3 putout to end the inning. But the Cardinals add another run on the board with a leadoff home run in the 6th from Kalen Yenter into center field. It's a 2-0 ball game with the 1-2-3 hitters of Mosinee coming up here on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Today's game presented by Dahl Automotive. For your next new vehicle purchase, check out Dahl Honda and Dahl Chrysler in Stevens Point. With these two dealerships, you're sure to find just the vehicle you're looking for. Browse their selection online or stop in person and see for yourself at Dahl Honda just off of Stanley Street and Dahl Chrysler on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Talon Jershly to lead things off. Hit list today, which is very rare, but she has struck 2 of her outs with lots of power.
I said it's a home run.
Mansell's got to be careful with these good hitters here. She goes off speed. Just a little high. She's got a lot in her arsenal, too. Here's the 2-0. Back to the heat. Man. That looked like her fastest pitch today.
62.
Not quite. 62 came in on the gun. 2-1. Goes back up.
Hitters count. Hitters count.
And now it's a 3-1 to the leadoff hitter in Talon Jershly. She's got a good count to do something here. She sends one into left. Van Order tracks it down. All 3 flyouts from Talon Jershly have been sent to the warning track area today. Tough break. Van Order, though, did a great job of adjusting to it. It looked like she started a little lost, and she was able to gather her positioning for the out. Now it's Peyton Jershly. Chased after one. She did get a piece of it, though. 0-1. Not nearly as much power as Talon as she sends this one off the base of the wall. And she is into second base with a 1-out double. Cancel out what I said with not as much power as Talon. With only the 1 home run on the season, she got a good hold of that one. And now Mosinee has a much needed base runner in scoring position right now for Addison Henrik. First pitch from Mansell upstairs. You would think Mosinee would have to get this run in here this inning. With the 3 hits today, swing and a miss. Wohler on deck. And she was the hero in last year's game for them. Another fastball high. She was also the hero in the state semifinal game.
Henrik did take Mansell yard last year in the game that didn't finish.
Really?
Yeah.
And Henrik did hit a home run last year off of Mansell in that game. So this is a good battle here. And she's got a good count at 3-1 now. Here's the 3-1. What a pitch. She just decided to stick with the authority on the fastball. 3-2. Crowd's getting into it here at Athletic Park. Here it comes. A liner right towards Pionic. That's going to keep the runner at second base. And 2 are down. How about the plays Maddie Pionic has had to make here in the last couple of innings? I mean, that ball was struck hard. Here's Waller with 2 down. Waller sends one into left. It gets down for a hit. The run's going to score, and Mosinee is within 1. Time and time again does Maggie Waller just come up and just get a good piece of the bat on the ball and keeps Mosinee in this thing. Down by 1. That is the first officially earned run by Peyton Mansell this year.
That's crazy.
Almost making... Almost making the inevitable evitable. This one's popped up, but this is a country mile high for Tess. And she's got the 3rd out of the inning. But the Indians are able to cancel out that home run from Yenter in the 6th, and they are back to within 1. It's 2-1 as we head to the 7th. You're watching girls high school softball here on Zaleski Sports.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Top of the 7th, about to get underway here from Athletic Park. Braden Sutter, Brendan Retzloff with you guys. Today's game presented by All Roads Real Estate. All Roads Real Estate in Mosinee brings you a great blend of experience and knowledge with local realtors who support this community, schools, and programs. For buying, selling, renting, or commercial, let All Roads Real Estate lead you home. The 7-8-9 hitters due up for the Cardinals here in the 7th. Van Order, grounder up the middle. What a play by Jersley from the knees. It's good. Peyton Jersley saving a base hit in maybe a much needed moment.
Is this the 7th inning? Okay.
What a play from number 22. You're not going to see that happen for many other teams. All these teams are star-studded in the high school level. And speaking of, there's that big news today about the WIAA approving the NIL in high school.
What's that going to look like?
This one up the middle, a grounder. One bounce to Bussy over to first. I thought it was hit right at her. It must have bounced right off the plate or the turf first from Zadroik. 2 up, 2 down for Jenna Hinker, who made her first start in yesterday's game for Pacelli. In for Kelsey Geezy, who is out for unknown reasons. But Zdroik also has the start in center field for Pacelli for Kadielka, who is currently in Utah, I believe.
Family vacation.
Believe it's for a volleyball type of event. 1-2 popped away, or the 1-1 popped away, makes it 1-2 count. Mosinee will have the 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up. Here comes from Bossy. Little chopper over her. Throw to first is good. And they go 1, 2, 3. In the 7th, a much-needed inning from Ava Bossy as the score remains 2-1. We'll see if the Indians have what it takes to tie it up or maybe even walk it off and end that 20-game win streak for the Cardinals. But it looks like Mansell will continue pitching here on the mound. We'll keep things here with you guys as we get ready for the bottom of the 7th. Today's game brought to you by Charlie's Hardware. From home projects, home repair, to sporting goods, rental services, and automotive. No matter your need, turn to Charlie's Hardware of Mosinee to get the job done. Leave it to Charlie's Hardware because you've got work to do. Today's game also presented by Newton Electric. From residential to commercial, industrial to agriculture, Newton Electric in Wausau has been serving central Wisconsin since 1977. Give them a call or find them online at newtonelec.com. Here we go. This could be the conclusion of the game. Megan Troy to lead off. Late swing and a miss. Pacelli looking to bounce back and avenge last year's loss in that 9-4 game to Mosinee. And Pacelli is taking out some big teams. This one gets by the left fielder. Rounding first, going into second base. She is in for a double. And Troy is the tying runner with the winning run coming to the plate. And Emily Verhasselt. Van Order almost was able to make the catch. That was a tough one to get. Scoring a bunt and fouled it back. Simonis on deck. It looks like they're just going to try to advance the runner. What a ball game this has been. Squaring again. And she fouled it back. And now Verhasselt cannot bunt it. At least I would think she can't bunt it. Being down 0-2. This is exactly where Mansell wants her to be. Here it comes. Yenter tried to shimmy it back in to the strike zone, but couldn't. That was a close pitch. 1-2. Troy on second. It's popped up. Just a little bloop over to Tess for the first out. That's exactly what Pacelli wanted to get. And now it's Brooklyn Simonis, who has hit a couple of home runs this season. 13 runs batted in for her as well. She is 0 for 2 today. Struck out in the second and grounded out in the 5th. Big time moment coming up here for 27. First pitch fouled right over us in the booth. Came back to the seats. Getting some good cuts here are the Indians as they're making their 3rd time round the order. Inside pitch, almost got her. Here he comes. Just missed it outside. Whew. That was a close one. 2-1. There's some noise on both sides here. Mansell calls timeout. And she doesn't like the ball. So they'll exchange here. So a big pause in play to change the softballs here. 1 out, runner on second. Simonis has a 2-1 count. Mansell trying to go the distance. Here it comes, up and in. Now, do you swing if you're Simonis?
No.
Here it is. She does. Over to second. Tess makes the play for out number 2. The runner to tie the game is at third base. And Ava Bussey is up to the plate. And this is a pretty much must get an out situation for Pacelli because Taylor Jershly is on deck. Here we go. Runner at third. First pitch. Late swing and a miss. Ava trying to be a hero. She's hitless today. Struck out, grounded out in the 5th. Second pitch, swing and a miss. Mosinee down to their final strike. Mansell with 7 strikeouts tonight. Here's the 0-2. Just outside. Really good setup pitch from Peyton. We'll try it again here. 1-2, the pitch. And it's a ground ball over to Martini, and the Cardinals avenge last year's loss to the Indians. But what a game this was. Such a battle. A 2-1 victory for the Pacelli Cardinals, and now they have won 21 straight games dating back to that last loss to Mosinee on May 9th of last year. And what a day this was that we got to have here at Athletic Park for such a brilliant game. Before we send things to our post-game show, I'd like to thank our other sponsors of Rural Mutual, TRW Auto Body, Sherrill Tire and Auto Service, Ridgetop Exteriors, Foundation Finance, Express Employment, Mammoth Mortgage, and Four Seasons Heating and Cooling. But stay tuned for our Merrill Steel post-game show. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest and apply at merrillsteel.com.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
Alrighty, welcome back everybody. It's the Merrill Steel post-game show, joined by Coach Mo and our player of the game, Kalen Yenter, hitting the big home run in the big-time situation. I'll just start with you right away here. I mean, in that at-bat, what was it that you were seeing?
I know that she can move the ball around the zone, so when I saw my pitch, just attack it hard, that's what I did.
And you were hitting into the wind too, so a lot of people were underestimating how hitters were going to hit the ball today, but I mean, a lot of players were striking the ball really well today, and I mean, it wasn't just you. There were a bunch of other players for your guys' team that were really striking it well, Coach.
We knew that she was going to keep the ball right around the zone, and if we let her get ahead, and she was going to be able to throw all those different pitches, so we had to make sure that when they saw their pitch, that they were going to take advantage of it, and they did. So it was a great game today. This was a fantastic game.
Yeah, I was talking to Coach Britsky in the pregame of this, and he said that when they got shut out 10-0 against Kakon in that perfect game, that he was like, you know what, iron's going to sharpen iron. And in this game, that's exactly how it's going to go too, that iron sharpens iron mentality. But now you guys, you avenged that loss from last year to this team, so there's got to be something that feels pretty good here tonight.
Well, anytime you can come out and play a really good opponent and you can come out on top, in such a great game. This was such a good game to be a part of. But anytime you can come out on top it's always a plus, especially as a coach.
How do you feel about it?
This is just a great environment to be in. They're a very competitive team, so it's nice to take away the dub, but win or lose, it would have been just so very enjoyable to play here.
Yeah, and
great facility.
I was going to say, talk about this environment. I mean, this is a beautiful facility, and I mean, the sunset that was going on tonight. It was picturesque.
Oh, I didn't see the sunset. Did you? It was very. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think with Ignite starting the women's fast pitch league this summer, and this is going to be their venue. It's going to be a great place for the girls to come and watch, but also to come and maybe get some of my girls playing there here in a couple of years.
And one more thing too. How about the crowd turnout that you guys were able to get, and just the amount of support that you get from your family and friends?
Yeah, we have a big family culture at Pacelli, especially with softball. So it's just really nice for people to travel in this kind of sucky weather and just come support us.
Well, congratulations to you guys. 21-game winning streak dating back to last year now. I'll put you in the highlight house, Caitlin.
My name's Kaylin Yenter, and I'm in the house.
Thank you. Coach Mo, Kaylin Yenter, joining us here at Athletic Park. And I just want to say thank you to everybody for tuning into this game. Thank you for Athletic Park for inviting us over to come here. Such a beautiful venue, and I hope that more games can get played here, especially with the Ignite that Coach Mo was talking about. And Pacelli, they're riding a hot streak right now. Mosinee, also, they battled too. Going over the final stats of this one, a 2-1 win, 2 runs off of 6 hits, 2 errors for Pacelli, 1 run off of 5 hits off of 1 error for Mosinee, and the home run made the difference. Kaylin Yenter, player of the game. But that's going to do it for us. Here on Zaleski Sports, we say so long from Brendan Retzloff, Braden Sutter, and Braden Bullis up there as well. Triple B signing off here at Athletic Park.